Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of Katawa Shoujo. It has been a really long time since I recorded. It hasn't been that long for you because I waited maybe a month, maybe more, maybe a bit less, but around about a month between recording that first episode and uploading it, and I haven't played once since then because I got sick and then a bunch of other stuff happened, but I'm back. But I've been back for a while for you guys, but actually being back begins now. So there should have been like a day or two, maybe been 3 days actually without episodes, but here I am. We're gonna get back into it and load. So the load's gonna work. Alright, I don't remember anything about what we did last time. I remember what happened in the story, but, well, I remember the basics. I don't remember the details. I'm trying to get the audio to be better because it was shitty last time. Also, Chick has switched sides. That's done on purpose to be dynamic and interesting. How do you all feel about that one, huh? Okay, we're in... Right, we were doing a group activity. Awesome. Still, we finished a few minutes earlier than anyone else in the class despite our late start. Shizune and Misha are really capable. They're quite different though. The class rep is as calm, as professional as she looks, while Misha is a lot more playful and girlish, not to mention a little more easily distracted. That's the pink one, right? And the class president's the glasses chick. To be honest with them, the two of them did most of the work. I feel guilty about that. The clock tower bells ring, signaling the end of a period. The period. Time for lunch. Without knowing what else to do, I follow Misha, who is beckoning me into the hallway and down the stairs. We descend even below the lobby, where I met Muto down to the bottom floor. Jesus. Just like everything in this school, the cafeteria seems too spacious and oddly modern in contrast to the classic exterior. Its big windows open to the courtyard towards the main gate. Oh my god, that music's loud. I'm gonna turn that down a little. It's the cafeteria! Her enthusiastic statement of the obvious makes people around us stare, but Misha doesn't seem to care, so we proceed to the line. There's rather a long list of menu options, which seems great until I realized that many of them are to accommodate students who need special diets. How nice, it almost feels like I'm back at the hospital, eating portions measured with scientific precision to meet the needs of the patients. I pick something at random and follow Shizune to a table sitting opposite of her. As I nibble indifferently at the food I'd rather not eat, Misha pokes me in the side to get my attention and points to Shizune. I don't remember the cafeteria looking like this back when I first played this game. I feel like it looked a lot different, but what do I know, that was many, many years ago. As I nibble indifferently at the food I'd rather not eat, points to Shizune, right. I don't understand signs, so the point escapes me. Maybe looking at a person who talks to you is proper and polite. Do you want to know something? What? About anything. We're your guides, so you should ask there. I wonder. Ooh. Alright, guys. There's these little boxes here. They're tick boxes. What dialogue are we gonna go with? This could completely change. This is large ramifications. Probably not. I think I got everything I need to know. Ask about the library, ask about Shizune's deafness. That seems very tactless. I'm gonna ask about the library. Oh yeah, is there a library in the school? Lately I've gotten into reading a lot, so I'd like to check it out. Right, I totally forgot he's into reading. Good thing I asked about the library, that's, very in character. Misha gives the kind of frown that makes it clear she doesn't consider reading a healthy hobby, but then picks up her smile again. What? It's better than watching TV. There is, it's in the second floor. We can show it to you sometime. Thanks. I return to my food while the girls talk between themselves. Misha and Susanna sign back and forth very animatedly, throwing sideways glances at me, but Misha refrains from translating. Maybe they're talking about secret girl stuff or something. Quickly notice the conversation inside is not enough to fill the silence. We arrive in the classroom early, but we're not the first. That dark-haired girl I noticed before is slumped over her desk at the last row. Hey, it's the girl that everyone obviously likes, because of course they would. She's just that kind of archetype. She jumps a little when Misha crashes into the room with the elegance of a rhino. She drinks deeper. Did I say drinks? How do I read that? She shrinks deeper into her seat. I can feel her tension all the way from here, as if she was slowly turning into stone just from our presence. Is the music too loud? It might be. Oh well. Deal with it. Misha and Shizune either don't notice or don't mind at all. Or what? Or don't mind it as they walk directly past her to their seats and begin to converse. I'm left wondering about her, even when the classroom slowly fills with other students. And finally, the teacher. Getting into the rhythm of school feels strange. It's as if my brain remembers how this is done, but my body doesn't. That's a weird thing to say. He wasn't in the hospital that long, was he? Wasn't he just like there for like as long as a break would be, like a summer break? Like after summer break, yeah, it feels weird going back to school, but like in a day you're like back in the rhythm of it without any issues, usually. Towards the end of the class I start yawning and counting the minutes left. I shouldn't be this tired on my first day of school. Maybe it's the long time spent in the hospital that made me feel like this. I'm even feeling physically weak and lifeless. Wasn't it just a couple months? Why, like, I'm not crazy, right? Was it half a year? Maybe it was half a year. I'm not even sure anymore. I can't remember, it was so long ago. Before long, the final bell rings. School is finally over for the day. Beside me, Misha, and she's... I am so bad at pronouncing Shizune's name. Shizune having a short conversation. After a bit of deliberation, Misha turns to me. Unfortunately, we can't stay and show you around today, Hee-chan. We've got to hurry already, since there's a lot of work for us to do. You find your way around here, I'm sure of it. Oh wait, the teacher said I'd have to see the nurse, so where do I have to go? Is that so? We can at least show you that much. Come on, the nurses have their own building, so we have to go outside. We're on the floor of students making their way down the stairwell and outside, with the girls pointing out other senior classrooms in the same hallway as ours. I feel like a school for disabled people wouldn't have any stairs. Like outside the stairs, and like maybe there's a way to get in with a ramp somehow, and like earlier the shot had a ramp, but I feel like an actual school for disabled wouldn't have stairs, right? Maybe that way comes down, and that's a ramp, but like, I just feel like you wouldn't have any, just to make it easy, like, if that's the whole point of the school, whatever. When we get outside, the girls make their way to the smaller building right next to the school. It's built in the same style, so it looks like it's actually a part of the main building. This is the auxiliary building here. There's a lot of official and important stuff inside, like the Yamaku Foundation office and all the nurses' office. They even have a swimming pool. How is that official? Don't be silly, Hik-chan. It's for physical therapy, of course. Anyway, all the nursing staff facilities are in there too. The head nurse's office is on the first floor. You'll be fine from here, right? We'll be going then. See you tomorrow. Yeah, thanks. Bye. Whole building for stuff that has nothing to do with the actual education. I guess it's necessary for a place like this. I walk in, hoping that this really will be a quick visit, like the teacher said. What? On a white door on the left is a green cross with the text "Head Nurse" and a nameplate. Voice from the inside responds to my knock almost immediately, but I can't quite make it out. It sounded a bit like an invitation to open the door, so I invite myself further in. The room is not large and it smells strange. A friendly-looking man turns around in his office chair to face me as I enter. His desk is neat and tidy, but the bin under the table is overflowing with used medical utensils, and there are at least a dozen coffee cup rings lingering on the desk. Hello there, what can I do for you today? It's young-looking and sort of rugged... What? Oh, he is young-looking and sort of rugged, but the dimples on his cheek wash that impression away when he smiles. Damn, what is this music? I like this music. Are you the nurse? He smells like a person who has heard this very same question hundreds of times. Yeah, I bet he would. But yes, I am. It says so on the door, no? You can call me by my name or just the nurse, like everyone else. Of course, I shake off my confusion, realizing I probably should grab his extended hand. His handshake is rather firm and friendly. Right, I'm a new student, and my homeroom teacher told me to come and meet you. My name is Sasao Nakai. His eyes light up with the revelation and he snaps his fingers. Oh, you're that Nikai. I was just reading your file in the morning. Some kind of chronic arrhythmia, then related conjectural heart muscle deficiency, right? Just as me to sit down in a vacant armchair in front of his desk. Yes. Good, well, you've probably been briefed about the school enough, so I'll just go over this quickly. We have all kinds of facilities available, mostly physical therapy and such. There's always someone from my staff around even at night, so never hesitate to call us if there is a problem. Famous 24-hour nursing staff. Wow, this is like a hospital. Well, not exactly, and for instance, we don't do brain surgery here. This joke feels so out of place that I'm left thinking why you said it. Yeah, that is really out of... Oh my god, this music's so loud. I turned it down a bit more. Strict feels so out of place that I'm like thinking why you even said it. Yeah, just that it's really weird to have so many medical people out of school. You'll get used to it. I'm not so sure of that myself, but I don't let the nurse know it. Now let me just find your file again. While he searches for something for his computer and shuffles stacks of paper around, I let my gaze wander around the room. It's the epitome of generic, I'd like to say. Beige walls and ceilings, dark grey laminate flooring, and all the equipment you'd expect from a school's nursing office. Even the ridiculous educational posters are hanging on all four walls, reminding me to eat properly 3 times a day and from all the food groups. Smiling, the nurse draws a thick file from a stack of similarly thick files and opens it. So, you already have medication for the arrhythmia. Just remember to take your pills every morning and evening, or it won't be much help. Apart from that, do you do any sports? Rash stuff like, I don't know, boxing? He's grinning to his own joke, but I don't. Well, I play soccer occasionally with some classmates. Oh, right. I'm afraid I'm gonna have to recommend you refrain from doing that, at least for the time being. Oh. My lack of reaction makes him raise an eyebrow, but really, I'm too bothered by his... What? I'm too bothered by him forbidding me to kick a ball around. I guess I never did it out of burning passion for the sport, just to have something to do. Any kind of concussion may be very dangerous to your heart, and risking another attack is not a good idea. Was the previous one caused by a sudden concussion to the chest area? There was no mention of the cause in your papers. Not exactly. Sidestepped the question acceptedly, and he glances at me over his papers with a more serious expression on his face. Still, you need to keep your body healthy, or so some exercise would do you good. You have physical We have physical I'm so bad at reading. You have physical therapy and such available, as I said, but I don't think you really need such heavy measures. Just get some light exercise regularly. Brisk walks or even light jogging, jumping rope, that sort of thing. Swimming, maybe. There's a pool here, so I was told. You were? Very good. At any rate, if I'm sure you've been told this before, you just need to take care not to overexert yourself. Wags his finger to emphasize the point. No need, really. I've heard of this thousands of times already. Absolutely no unnecessary risks. Take care of yourself. Okay? He gives me my papers in one more time and sets them on the desk, obviously content. Good, that's it then. Come meet me if you ever need something. Oof. The jazz is going. The very, very loud jazz. I mushed it out before I even realized it. Quick visit indeed. God, that music was so friggin' loud. It's probably not as loud for you guys, but it was blaring my ears out. Ooh, what's this music? Damn. Dude, this music's got some bangers. It's got some beats. Oh, hear that bass come in? Oh yeah, I like that. This is a jam. Okay, I need to stop. Music's actually really fucking swell in this game, holy shit. End up standing in front of the main building and the auxiliary building, although to my eyes they still look like one and the same. Are they like these two? I can get that. It's the first real look I get at the other students, so I watch people coming out of the school going towards the gate or the dorms. Everyone seems to know where they're going. And I still keep thinking that most of them don't look too special for being students at a special school. Then again, neither do I. Does that make me one of them? One of us? One of us. One of us. Oh my god, my nose is still running. A little. I should give someone to prevent me from getting lost. It's around dinner time, but I feel tired instead of hungry. The weariness in me only grows as I trudge towards the dorms, set a little apart from the main building complex. There's a garden of sorts between the schools and the dorm, shrubbery, flowers, and that overbearing smell of fresh-cut grass that fills the atmosphere. It dawns on my tired mind that the smell feels novel because I haven't been outside at all for so long. The dorm building is big and made of red brick, like the others. It feels way too pompous for what it is, so I push forward, going inside. It takes more time than necessary to fish out the key I was given from my pocket. Room 119. Despite the ornate exterior, the inside of the dorm is fairly new, functional, and boring. Just like in the main building, the halls and doors are wide to accommodate wheelchairs. The same goes for the elevators at the edges of the hallway. Just like in the main building, the halls and doors are wide to accommodate wheelchairs. The same goes for the elevators at the hallway. Yeah, that's great, no, but where's the ramps? Where's the ramps? I guess if there's elevators, you don't need ramps. My university has elevators instead of ramps. I poke my head around the corner of the common room door. Inside, a few students are watching the television. One nods and gives a quick hello before turning back to the TV. Seems that only the girls around here are sociable. I suppose that's perfectly fine with me. Climb the stairs to the upper floor. Here, small corridors branch off from the main hallway. Each of these minor halls seems to have a toilet and a shower as well as 4 rooms. About halfway down the hall, I spy room 119. Plates of the rooms adjacent to mine are blank. I guess there are just 2 of us here. Light shines from below the door of room 117, so I knock lightly. Hello, is anyone home? From inside I hear a few movements, then the clicking of way more locks than I thought these doors had. After a moment the door squeaks open. A bespectacled boy is standing in the doorway. He's looking at me very intently, though he's through his extremely thick eyeglasses. Who is it? Blind? No, at least not completely. Why would he have eyeglasses if he was? He leans closer to me until I know his room is touching. His breath stinks of garlic. This sound Nakai. I'm moving into the next room. I thought I should introduce His face suddenly brightens in realization and he stands back upright, thrusting his hand out in a smiling greeting, almost straight to my diaphragm. Sup bro, the name's Kenji. Hi. I take Kenji's sweaty hand and shake it. Oh god, that's so gross. Still a little rattled by the sudden change of attitude and vehement welcome. There were some suspicious looking people going in and out of your room earlier. It was probably my parents. Your parents? You sure? Because there could have been some other people too. You can't judge a book by its cover. Dude, is this guy a mad conspiracy theorist? If he is, I'm gonna have fun talking to him. This out-of-place proverb is left hanging between us awkwardly as I try to think of some way to respond. I'd say the chances are high enough. He shudders and makes some exaggerated hand gestures. You're a brave man, Asao. This guy's a cracker. Me, I don't think I can trust the chances. The only one I can trust is myself. Does that mean I shouldn't get to know you either? Thinks about this for a while. A wise decision. What a fucking nutcase. Damn, you are smarter than you look. What the fuck? Probably. What do you look like? I hope not smart. He squints his eyes and leans closer again, but I lean backwards to dodge it. Never mind, doesn't matter. With that, he turns, fumbles around for a moment in search of the door handle, and shuts the door behind him. Slide the key until the lock on the door marked 119. Jesus. Oh my god. What a boring room. That is the worst bed I've ever seen in my life. And this looks like a really cheap hotel. Bleak beige walls, white linens, a desk made of some type of light wood, ugly curtains. It's no one's room, impersonal, like my hospital room was. The bags are sitting at the front of my bed, looking a lot emptier than they did this morning. The closet is sitting open, stocked with my clothes. Also, it seems like there are a number of school uniforms hanging there as well. A note is pinned to the sleeve of one of the shirts. Hi, Heek-chan. We've unpacked your things and made your bed. They said that if these don't fit, then you should go to the office tomorrow. If you have any problems, you can always call us. Love, Mom and Dad. Well, at least I don't have to worry about unpacking. Kinda hoped I would have. Then there would have been something to do. I know that feeling. It's still too early. Put the note down on the desktop and lie down on the bed, feeling drained. Lying there makes me want to read some, but I have nothing with me. I wonder if the hospital conditioned me for wanting to read whenever I have nothing to do. The restless urge just keeps growing until I have to stand up. Maybe it's stress or something. I was pretty nervous about it before coming, and for the entire day, today too. I still am, I think. Damn, I have to distract myself somehow, so it won't be this unnatural all the time. Tomorrow I'll go borrow some books from the library. Yeah, I'll do that. But for now... Ooh, medication. The bottles of medication neatly arranged on my night table catch my eyes. I pick up one and shake it just to hear the contents right on the side, and then read the glued-on pharmacy label. Sanakai, 2 tablets daily to stay alive. Jesus Christ! I don't think that's how they label things. Take 2 a day or you'll die. Doesn't really say that, but it could just as well. I was gonna say... It's kind of twisted having your life depend on chemicals like this. I resent it a little, but what choice do I have? With a sigh, I begin my new daily ritual of taking the right number of pills from each bottle, being careful to check the correct dosage. I lie down again, feeling hollow and uncertain, and after that I keep staring at the blank, unfamiliar ceiling for a long time. Doesn't start looking any more familiar, not even after darkness falls and long shadows draw across my room like fingers. The sheets feel slightly more comfortable, warm and nest-like against the chill that passes from room temperature here. Oh, that passes for room temperature. Soon the lighter shade of darkness that is the ceiling looks like every ceiling does at night, and it becomes the only thing I recognize anymore. The night beckons me to sleep, and I feel the coldness of unfamiliarity and fear creeping up my spine once more. I keep drifting further away from the world I knew. Oh! Hey! Title card. It only took till the 2nd episode to get it. Or does it do that every night? Maybe that wasn't the title card. I don't know. I wake up in a strange room. Solid morning light shimmers against the light grey ceiling. I had forgotten to draw the curtains closed last night. Oh my god, I hate that. When you leave the curtains open and then the light starts coming in, you're like, no! This is my room, isn't it? My room? This is the 3rd room this year that I'm supposed to call mine. Yeah, that happens. But what if you're like me and within a year you just moved house 2 times and so you had the same situation but it wasn't because of a weird situation? Various things around here remind me that indeed it's me who is supposed to be the one living here. My bags on the floor, my new school books on the desk, my numerous medications on the night table. Stare at the bottles for a moment, deliberating, until I open a bottle, shake out a pill, and pop out a tablet from a foil sheet. I down them with a cheshire of water without thinking about the chemistry. My uniforms are in the closet. Slink out from under the sheets and stretch my back before dressing up. Putting on a new school uniform feels like dressing in someone else's clothes. The artificial smell of generic detergent invades my nose, but the feeling of fresh cloth against my back is a good one. A natural one. Feels like a school uniform, as it should. It's not much different from what I used to wear before. That goes for other things too. So far, this place seems more and less like a normal school. Except for the people. Think back to my talk with Kenji yesterday. It was just constant laughter and Shizune's sweeping sign language gesture. Well, I've only met 3 students so far. Maybe they aren't that normal, but I'm sure others are. Or perhaps people like them are what passes for normal around here. Yeah, what does pass for normal around here? What do people do? I didn't see a lot of kids hanging around after classes yesterday, so maybe there are clubs. If so, I wonder if I should join one. Nah, mate, you're gonna have a harem. You don't need no club. I mean, I don't think this... Does this game have clubs? I didn't think it was like a club thing. Maybe it is. All through class, the question remains on my mind, so I decided to ask Shizune about it when we split into groups. After all, she did say if I had anything I wanted to know, I should ask her. She crosses her arms and shifts her gaze slowly to Misha, who looks more preoccupied with trying to grind the eraser of a pencil down so that the tip is perfect and evenly flat. Cute pouty face. sorry, Shik-chan, is there something you wanted from me? Oh, I see. That's a good question, Hik-chan. My first thought is that means she doesn't know, which is worrying. Maybe I'm being too negative. Well, anyway, Misha, please don't prove me right. Oh, that's right. Everyone is encouraged to join a club. A lot of people do so because there isn't really anything else to do. There are also school events like the festival coming up in a few days. Jesus, almost every student in the school tends to help out with it, doing whatever. So you actually transferred in at a busy time. Maybe you can help out too. Sure. What's the festival about? Mr. freezes. I don't know, Hik-chan. The truth is, it's a local event, and I'm not from the area, so... She starts signing desperately to Shizune, asking her to bail her out. Shizune adjusts her glasses at the end of an oddly grandish flourish and starts singing hard and heavy. Huh, oh. Who cares? Misha puffs out her chest as she as she shouts Shizune's word out at me with a disproportionate amount of pride. Too loud, I can see heads turning to look in her direction. Not so loud. Human beings evolved with each new generation. The ideals and beliefs behind a festival will never be changed with time. Now it's about delicious fried food and amusing little games that you play to win prizes. The teacher clears his throat very loudly, beating his long wooden pointer against his other palm like a baton. He shoots a pointed glance at us. Finally, noticing where we are, Mrs. shifts a yelp and quickly quiets down. Shizune doesn't seem embarrassed at all, though, blushing it off without a care. We are in the middle of class and should start working. That's right, Shik-chan. What? That's right, Hik-chan. Are you asking because you're interested in joining a club? Could have been my eyes playing tricks on me, but I think I saw What is wrong with me? But I think I saw a suspicious glance exchange between them. Mish's tone has also changed, although it does that every other word anyway. Yeah, I was thinking about it. Mish and Shizune look at each other again. I'm about to ask what they have in mind when something dark flutters in my peripheral vision, catching my attention. Out of the corner of my eye, I see a girl with long dark hair get up from her desk and slip silently towards the door. Doesn't seem like she was working in any group, and no one seems to notice her but me. I glance at the teacher, who's also looking at the dark-haired girl, go, why doesn't he say anything? Hik-chan, is something wrong? Do I look as uneasy as I feel? Or was Misha just looking at me, looking after the girl who left? No, nothing. Nice smile. Okay, well, like we were asking, you don't have any plans for lunch today, do you? I thought I would go to the library and pick up some books. Not really. Do you want to have lunch together then? Sure. Yay, waha. Okay, Hik-chan, perfect. The rest of the class passes uneventfully. The girl with the long hair never came back. Before I have the time to put any more thought into where she could have gone, the teacher informs us that it's time to stop working. Shizune looks more than a little annoyed that we only just barely managed to finish all our work on time. I'm just glad we finished it at all. It's not a contest or anything. Yes, it is, Hik-chan. What? Did he say that out loud? Impossible. Really? Really. I've noticed this before, but it's kind of funny how Misha is always moving her hands and signing, not only everything she says, but what anyone else is saying at any given time. Obviously, it must be Shizune. What? Oh, obviously it must be so Shizune can understand it. Her eyes dart back and forth between Misha's hands and mine. I don't know who I'm supposed to be looking at. I'm talking to Misha, but that might be wrong. Maybe I should face Shizune? I'm used to looking in the direction of the person whose voice I'm hearing, but really. Shizune can't hear me, but it would be disrespectful to talk to her only through Misha. Then again, isn't that what she's doing? No. She's at least looking at me. This is all very confusing and it'll take some time to get used to. It's not a contest because the competition's over a prize. If there's no prize on the line, it's not really a contest. Shizune's eyes flash dangerously with competitive glare. She stares at me as if surprised that I'm challenging her. I think maybe this is a contest to her. I never noticed before how dark and blue her eyes are. It's truly an alluring gaze. Are you sure, Hik-chan? Very sure. Hahaha, you're wrong, Hik-chan, because I don't want to be the slowest one in the class. Therefore, what's on the line is my confidence in my abilities, and the prize is the satisfaction of proving them. Wahahaha. Shizune pushes her glasses up to the bridge of her nose in a very matter-of-fact way. I'd argue more, but the bell rings and she quickly gets up and picks up her bag, looking at me expectantly. I'd almost forgotten that I was supposed to have lunch with them. What do you want to eat? The cafeteria? Haha, that's so plain. Okay, let's go. Plain? Well, I guess. At my old school, I liked to eat outside near the back of the building. It was a good spot, but I didn't find it until near the end of my freshman year. Wonder if there's a similar place to eat here. Misha seems to imply as much. Alright. It's about to hit 30 minutes. So let's not start another scene. Let's end it here. Without music. Thanks for watching part 2 of Katawa Shoujo. This episode we didn't really do much, did we? We just kind of talked to people. And next time we'll talk to more people. I'm surprised that we still only know 2 girls. I imagine each one is an available route. But isn't there like 7 or something routes? Like there's a lot of routes. And we've still only met 2 people, 2 girls, 2 episodes in. So yeah, it's gonna be a while. How do I pause again? Is it escape? It was. Alright, let's save this baby. Create new save state. Might as well. Awesome. Alright. Well, make sure to subscribe if you want to catch when new episodes come out, and like the video if you liked it. If you didn't like it, then keep it to yourself, and I'll see you all next time.